Becker, informative speech. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 deaths every year in the United States is as a result of heart disease. With statistics like that, chances are that each of you probably know someone that has died of heart disease. I know in my family there have been a few people that have. And because of that, I've decided to do some research on the subject. In my research, I found that there are quite a few ways that everyone can lower their chances of acquiring heart disease. So before we go into those ways to prevent it, I feel like it's important to know what heart disease actually is. And the most common form of heart disease is coronary artery disease, otherwise known as CAD. And according to WebMD, what CAD does is it causes blockages in the arteries and makes it harder for blood to flow and get oxygen. And that makes your heart work harder and harder. And it makes it harder, put more stress on it, and that obviously is not good. It works on, and some of the effects of that were serious chest pain, and in very serious cases, it leads to heart attacks. And some of the factors that can lead to acquiring CAD are inactiveness, high blood pressure, high levels of LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, and obesity. And obviously, it doesn't sound very good. So some of the ways that I've learned to stop it are having healthy eating habits. And according to NHS, the best type of diet to prevent heart disease is a low-fat, high-fiber diet. And obviously, some of the things that would help with that are lots of fruits and vegetables. Use as many as you can throughout the entire day. And they also said it's best to consume less than 6 grams of salt. And salt, what it does is it ups your blood pressure, as I said earlier. That's one of the main causes in causing heart disease. And it's also best to avoid foods with large amount of saturated fat, such as meat pies, butter, hard cheese, and cakes. Obviously not what you think of when you think of health foods. And a good diet's a nice start, but it's not enough to really lower your chances. So another factor in it could be exercising. The heart is a muscle, and like any other muscle, the more you work it, the stronger it becomes. And so, the more you work it out, it leads to a stronger heart. And also, exercise helps keep your blood pressure down and your cholesterol at healthy levels. Again, that's another factor in helping keep you healthy. And then, staying at a healthy weight, it makes it easier to exercise, and more exercise can, you can build off that and become even healthier. And so, maintaining both a healthy diet and exercising are very good starts to prevent lowering your chances of acquiring heart disease. And like I said earlier, it's one of the most common forms of death in the United States. And using the tips I gave you, you can build a solid foundation to lower your chances of acquiring heart disease. And personally, I think it's one of the worst ways that you could die, and I don't want to be a part of that 1 in 4 statistic. So I'm going to do everything that I can to prevent myself from acquiring heart disease, and I think you all should do the same.